Do you think my nail art skills are weak? Well, you'll find out throughout this video. I think not. Hi, I'm Onisha. Welcome to Evele. And today I am going to attempt a little game or challenge that I created for myself. Before I jump into the rules I have to follow, let me just give you a little bit of background on my nail art skills. So I technically have been doing nail art for about maybe 15 years. Started in middle school for me. I don't know if anybody knows about Q Polish, but that was my go-to YouTuber. She was perfect for somebody that was trying to step into doing nail art. Her nail art designs are generally pretty easy, and she found ways to find little tools you can use around your house. So if you didn't have the nail art tool, you had a tool in your house probably. Okay, I will say I haven't been more frequent with my nails in the sense of like putting aside a time to do my nails anymore like I used to when I was in school. I'm hoping I can change that using this platform, but for now I will say I think that did mess up my skill level in the sense I did get a little rusty. So I would say my skill level is a little past beginner. Like I can do some designs, it's just going to take me a little bit longer, but it's not advanced. It's somewhere in between that weird stage of almost intermediate but a little past beginner. I feel like there's some beginner designs that I think I still struggle with, but the nail designs I did choose don't seem too hard. With that being said, a lot of things don't seem too hard to me until I start doing it. So I have hope that it won't be too bad, but if it is, then can't say anything about it. So for this challenge, I created pretty much just two rules I have to follow. Number one, every wipe counts as a redo. If I don't move like Bob Ross, where every mistake is a happy mistake, then it's a mistake and I have to count that as a redo. Another redo count is if I toss the whole nail and just restart. All right, that's a full-on redo. All right, that's just one redo. All right, so I will keep count up here. I'm gonna go over what design I chose for each nail. Start the nail and start the count. Okay, I'm gonna start the count from base 0. So I am using false nails, so full false nails. All right, so we're gonna jump into this and get started with the thumbnail design. Before I show you the thumbnail, I do want to show you what the base color of all 5 nails would be, which is one of the biggest mistakes I made. And then I'm going to show you the 3 colors I used to create the thumbnail design. And now we can get into it. And so the thumbnail will be a gingerbread man with some candy canes and snow in the background. This design wasn't too hard. I'm just not gonna lie. The tiny little arms was the first mistake I made, which I ended up repeating. And I eventually learned my lesson, and it's just do a light outline and then go over it to highlight it a bit more to make it more prominent. Don't just go thick in with the polish and just go swipe and think you're going Picasso that hoe. Next mistake was the eyes. Those eyes were getting real close together. I couldn't stand what they looked like. It was giving very much South Park. And then I messed up with the mouth. I was like, oh, he's smirking at me. That's not cute. All right, my cookie should not be smirking at me. So I erased that and started over. And so I was like, okay, yay, the cookie is done. I think that was the hardest part. I can't be making any more mistakes after that. And I thought so wrong because I made a mistake right after that, because all I had to do was create some candy canes in the shape of dots, and I still messed up. And you know how I messed up? With these white dots. All right, trying to go in between the red ones. So I think the first time I recorded this, those 2 white dots that I just did were huge. They were covering up the other red dots, and so I was like, at this point, this is a white candy cane. So I had to wipe that off and redo it. So after those 2 mistakes, those were the last 2 mistakes I made, and in total I ended up making only just 6 mistakes. And Now to the next one. For the pointer finger, we're going to do a ho 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 nail design. And as you remember, I painted all the fingernails pink. Well, it was supposed to be red. One of them was supposed to be red painted. So that was already mistake number 1. Alright. So me and letters are not the bestest friends, but I'm thinking H's are at least not too hard. It's just lines and short lines at that. And the O's are actually pretty much dots. It's just big dots, instead of me actually painting a full circle. So it's hard, but not as hard. So the mistakes did come in where it's still lines. I'm not perfect, and so I had to restart a lot of them. And then there was these tiny lines that I didn't catch on to, which were annoying because you didn't want them too close together, which I made the mistake of doing probably 3 times, especially with that one. That one was really bad. It was looking like a upside down A, and so I was like, yeah, nah, let me redo that one. I still don't even like the third one, but I guess I just kept it just to keep it, but that's fine. So now I'm just going over it again. You know, I made some mistakes with those lines. I thought they would be easier than I thought, but you know, not, like I said, letters is just not my forte. I have to practice with those. With the circles, I wasn't sure if I wanted to have a fat O or a skinny O. And I think I should have went skinny, because if you look at the second O, it looks a little bit better in my opinion than the first O. But overall, I made 10 mistakes. I think I ended up making another mistake here with the dots. No, I don't think so actually. But yeah, 10 mistakes. And that is the final look. And here's the next one, which is a Christmas tree. So I picked this one based off of the how-to design. To start off, I did not have another green color, so I tried to create it myself. And then you'll be like, green? That's blue. Well, in camera it just looks very blue, but it's actually green. It's the best green, no, but it's a very blue green. So my first mistake was first the lines. I was making the lines too wide and too up forward. And then another mistake I ended up making was that I made it too white. So I had to redo this tree. I didn't accept that I had to redo it until like I got a little bit further and started trying to fluff out the tree, and I was like, yeah, nah, this ain't gonna work out. But that's okay, because the second time around it did come out pretty good. I do think I put the tree up too high. I didn't give enough space for the star, which I forgot to record, but it did come out pretty cool. I'm not gonna say it was a very artsy looking tree. I was like, oh, this shading is different. This makes it seem like I got skills. And I kind of wish I made the ornament smaller. But overall, this is the finished look. And I only made 4 mistakes. Can't do Christmas without a candy cane. So at least this time, the mistake of painting all the fingernails pink didn't really matter, because I was using chrome to go over it anyway. So it needed an undercolor in the first place. So I did end up making a mistake anyway, because as you can see, this chrome was not blending in. Alright, and my mistake was not putting a base coat underneath so it can pretty much hold on to the chrome a bit better. So I ended up redoing that, and it looks a lot better now. Oh my gosh, I was like, geez, why is it looking like this? I thought it was because it was cheap, but you know, it's not that. The skill level wasn't there. That's what was the problem. Alright, and so now we got this beautiful matte chrome background, and now we get to the hard part, which is the lines. I remember doing candy cane nails a couple Christmases ago, and I don't know, it's just like I hate how crooked they end up kind of looking, but you know what, I can only do the best that I can do, which is why I made a mistake. But I actually really didn't do too bad on this one. So now I'm just putting some of the glitter powder on it to make it pop, and overall it came out pretty good, and only 2 mistakes. I'm proving my ability so far. Last but not least, I am doing a wreath. I thought this would be a lot easier than it was. I'm not gonna lie, this one taught me lessons, okay? So mistake 1 was these trying to create these little lines, in the perfect pattern in a sense, and not too, I don't know, it just, I made them too close together and they started looking weird. And then these two greens, that's the green I ended up trying to make, I ended up making for the previous design, and I hate the way they look. So I brought out this other light green that I had still. I didn't love it, but it was the best I can do with what I have. So after redoing the nail again and again, this is the turnout. But I realized this turning part was the hardest part for me. I wasn't getting the effect that the original pick had, which was really pissing me off. So I redid it again to see maybe I'm turning it around wrong or something like that. I realized I was supposed to go in and then outward, or outward then inward. I forgot which way it was. But either way, it wasn't giving the same effect. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just let it rock here. It doesn't look too bad here. And so I was like, you got little speckles of light green and some dark green, so I kept it here. So after that redo, I started adding my berries and it started coming together. Does it look like the original picture? No. But does it look cute at least? Yes. And with 4 mistakes, I can't argue. And after 26 mistakes, I can say that these came out pretty good. If I say so myself, I'm actually proud, you know? And I'm happy. They look pretty. I'm like half and half about this score. 26 is a little crazy. 26 is a little crazy. Because, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Some of these designs seemed a lot easier. But I have to think about it. These redos were like very minimal. The only one that was really bad was that pinky. That pinky was getting me. I didn't even get the design down. Like, I don't know how they created that little circle, the roundabout. I think that's what was the harder part about that one. But you know what? It still came out cute. It just didn't come out exactly like the design. I just had to let it go because I wasn't going to redo it again. No. It already didn't have the colors that I wanted, because that light green was like just not right. And the green that I had was just not right to begin with. But you know what? It's fine. I'm like half and half about that score. I'm going to take it where I can get it. It is what it is. If I really thought I would get like a different score. Like it would be like, 15. That's what I was thinking. But you know, alright. The score is 26. 26. That don't make no fucking sense. I don't care. So, lessons learned. I would say that taking my time is crucial for some of these designs, especially the smaller nails. Recording doing the nails are 3,000 times harder, especially in the position I'm recording it, so you have a nice background. I do need to figure out a way to record it 2 ways, one laying down and one that way. But for now, I just gotta figure it the fuck out. My brushes need to be of better quality. Not that great. I'm struggling with those brushes and they're not helping me in whatsoever. So, not too many lessons learned, but it's okay. I will say that, like I said, that pinky was the worst fucking nail I ever did in a while. I do want to learn, I think I need to learn how to do circles. That's my lesson learned. I need to learn how to do circles. Ooh, those holes are hard. Circles, that's what I need to focus on. That's, other than that, I need more colors in green, clearly, because the greens I bought suck too. But yeah, it's alright. Also brown. I mean, then again, I just found another brown that I didn't open yet, and I'm like, damn, I could have used that one instead. It is what it is. Well, I hope you enjoyed my Christmas nails. It was fun making them. I think it took me like 2 to 3 hours in total. I'm gonna make another set and I'll put the glue on my whole hands. So I have Christmas nails for the new month, and yeah. Thank you for watching, and see you for the next video. Bye.